I'm going to share with you one of the most powerful but simplistic workflows ever, and this comes on our call scripts area, and this is something that a lot of team using calls employ to make sure that students' questions are triaged to the correct team completely automatically without any overhead, so that your callers can just focus on dialing the next person. In this particular example, we're calling people who are yet to complete their application and saying, hey, we're still here for you. What do you need help with? What's the holdup? And then depending on the team that the student selects, we want to forward their question to that team, giving that team the ability to then contact and reach out to the student instantly. We set this up entirely in workflows, and importantly, we use a condition that tells Gecko, hey Gecko, go and check the fields on the script, look for whatever the student selects in the which team do you need to speak to, and if that contains this value, for example, then immediately, as soon as the caller kind of hangs up and hits submit on this particular script response, what I want you to do is not email the student, don't email any Gecko users, but send this to our admissions team, for example. Now I'm going to send this to myself just so you can see exactly what this looks like. We're going to use the best email template ever, which is the default email template. We're going to say, here's the email address to send it, and we'll set this up. Very, very straightforward. We can then do exactly the same. We can clone the workflow and say, instead of admissions, if they say financial aid, then instead of emailing this, email it to financial aid, and so on and so forth for all of the different variations. Now, how does this look? Here's a example that I set up earlier. We're calling a student, we're dynamically pulling in the information. Let's imagine they say they need help with admissions, locked out of account, needs help. They'd like to be contacted by text or email. We hit submit, and what Gecko is going to do now, that workflow is going to fire in the background, and in a second we'll see an email come in saying, hey, there's a new response to this particular script. They need to speak to the admissions team. This person's locked out. Great, we've got all the details we need to enaction that.